Meathead Militia and crew here on another episode of Wargaming Wednesday, here to answer some of your Facebook questions that you asked us. Hopefully we don't say anything stupid. What is the best tactic for using the KV-1?
Don't get shot.
To play a Russian medium instead.
That's a good tactic for pretty much any tank if you can. Otherwise, find something smaller than you and beat up on it.
Paul Barnett actually taught me this nifty trick with the KV-1 is to put your 57mm on it. Of course, it doesn't have the highest DPM or penetration, but it shoots often and it annoys people. Which tank class is your favorite and why?
Mediums, because they're fast mobile flankers and I can get behind the enemy and shoot them in the butt.
Mediums. I like the flexibility.
I'm a big American TD player. The Wolverine is probably my favorite tank. I also like American mediums.
My favorite tank class is heavies, mainly because I suck at all the other classes. Which one of your coworkers do you like beating in battle the most?
Ute, mostly because he was my clan commander before we joined Wargaming.
I'm an equal opportunity beater. I mean, I really have no preference.
Vegan Zombie is really good, so whenever I can do better than him, or Hypnotic are both really good players. I feel awesome whenever I can do better than them, which happens occasionally.
All of them. I love platooning with these folks and then getting the highest score and then rubbing it in their faces because they do that to me all the time.
It's always fun to beat Meathead, especially because the community knows him, so when we jump into battles, everyone's like, hey, Meathead, and then I love doing better than him.
But if there was going to be one person, it would be Splinter, the monetization guy, mainly because he talks a big game, and he's a reroll. When will the puppet make its way back into videos? It takes a lot to do the puppet videos. You got Mike and Amy, who are master puppeteers, controlling the puppet, and then you have Jake, who does the voice for it. There's just a lot of moving parts that take a lot of time, as opposed to our other videos.
I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's crazy.
It's actually easier to work with the puppet and to plan it and to script it and to get him in front of the camera than it is to work with Meathead Militia.
I just show up and the magic happens.
Hate that puppet. How are arguments and disagreements in the office settled? Thunderdoming.
Fisticuffs.
Rock, paper, scissors.
And we should be doing it with 1v1s.
Now we just go into battle together and see who gets the most points.
I guess we have to pick a tier and there'd have to be rules.
Good old slap boxing, which doesn't go well with HR, I gotta be honest.
Some people might never win an argument again if we just did 1v1s.
HR is really, really good and healthy for the company.
If you could bring back any of the retired maps, which one would it be?
Dragon Ridge.
Probably Port.
I really like Province.
Are the Tank Rewards missions going to stay around as an incentive to play?
Yeah, we're trying to do a lot with tank rewards. We've liked what we've seen really so far. We hope you guys have as well. We'll continue to try experimenting, keep it fresh, keep it interesting, and we'll keep getting your feedback, keep improving it, keeping the things you guys like, changing the things you guys don't, and hopefully keep going for as long as foreseeable future.
Has your career in wargaming led you to have hobbies related to tanks? I once tried to do a model kit tank, only to find out that I'm clumsy and I should never touch model kit tanks ever again.
It's already well tanked.
If you could own any tank in real life that is in-game, which one would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Easy 8 because Easy 8 is Bay.
I would probably say the T-29, and then I would drive it over to Paul's house and park it out front because I know he hates it so much. Plus, it's cool looking.
In real life, I probably want a closed top, something a little bit fast. Probably one of the light tanks, really fast light tanks, like a Panzer 1C, maybe a Leopard would be really cool. I'm sure the gas mileage wouldn't be great. It would probably drain my wallet.
Fundamentally, I think I'd rather have an armored car because I could actually commute to that. It's unfortunately not legal to drive tracked vehicles on the public highway in the great state of California. So I would either have to change states or get something with wheels, maybe a half track. You may wonder how I know this.
How was Meathead Militia chosen to be the face man for World of Tanks North America?
When Paul came aboard the company, he instilled in me the value that playing is everything, and therefore any video we make for the community should be made by the community, for players, by players.
There was no choice. He naturally became the face through his skill, his charisma, and his understanding of the game.
It was Paul, to his credit, that said, I want to try out Meathead Militia because I think he embodies the best of what our community has.
He has worked his butt off, there's no doubt about it.
We put him in front of the camera, and the rest is history.
What was worse, the bunny suit or the nasty jelly beans? I didn't mind the bunny suit. It was a little warm and stuffy, but the jelly beans sucked. That was the worst idea we've ever had.
I think this is for Meathead. Bunny suit was hilarious on my end because I didn't have to wear it. Jelly beans, on the other hand, that was gross.
Besides World of Tanks, what other video games are you playing?
Overwatch?
Counter-Strike.
League of Legends and Overwatch.
Play a lot of NBA 2K.
Mobile-wise, I'm playing Galaxy of Heroes probably more than I should.
I spent way too many hours playing Civilization.
Picked up Civilization 6.
I love World of Warships. Can I get a shameless plug in there?
Anything from the old LucasArts archive, or even like Sierra's King's Quest series, Space Quest series.
I really like Sims. Anything that every key on the keyboard is used several times.
That's it. I run the gamut of games from RPG to sports. I like them all. I admire games of all kinds.
Do you guys give hugs?
Well, there's only one of me, but I give as many as I can to make up for the fact that there is only one.
Thank you for tuning in to today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comment section below. But until next time, GLHF. And it's not 07, it's less than 0 for those of you who are counting.